Love and light, guys. Happy Saturday. Happy Memorial Day to everyone who celebrates Memorial Day. I hope y'all doing some barbecuing this weekend and all of that. Unfortunately, me myself, I'm here at work. Y'all already know the grind don't stop. It's part of being an adult, man. Word. So, as I said, I'm here at work on lunch break, eating my lunch. So I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a quick update on the construction. So where I'm at now, guys, last week I did make a video explaining to you guys that I will be doing the pool, and the pool will be ready this weekend. So the pool is ready. The pool is ready. They installed all the ceramics on the walkway, because there's a walkway. And then they put ceramics in the inside the pool. They did like a border. I have footage of the pool, guys, but I want to wait until I finish the pool completely. That way I can group all the videos together. All right. So that's pretty much what I intend on doing. Now, there was questions about the pool initially. There were people asking me if I were going to, do ceramics or do a pool lining. Well, guys, I didn't know that they don't really do pool linings in DR, because the pool is pretty much made of cement. It's pretty much made of cement. So now that they done, did all the ceramics, installed the ceramics on the floors, and did the border around the pool, because I was telling Shamu, I'm like, I was under the impression, guys, that the whole pool was gonna be ceramic, but no, that's not the case. Shama was like, you'll end up slipping and falling in that pool. So what they do is, after they ceramic the border line of the pool, they paint it. They paint. Yeah. So I didn't know that. I'm thinking, the whole pool was going to be ceramic, as I said, or a pool liner. But no, there's no pool liner in this pool. The pool's going to be painted next. So I got the cost of the paint just to give you guys an idea if you decide to go that route. So if you decide to paint, it's going to run you about 5,000 pesos per 1 gallon of paint, okay? Per 1 gallon. So I need 2 gallons to complete the paint project, okay? So I'll probably do that sometime this coming week, okay? I'm trying to get things done as fast as possible, but, as I explained to you guys before, my pockets, I gotta, move according to my pockets, you know what I mean? So, yeah, once I do that, once I do the paint, I'm gonna try to buy the paint between, I guess, Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna try to do that. That way I can have it complete by next week, okay? Because it's not gonna cost, it's the job to do that. It's not a really big job, because, as I said, a major job has been done already. So I have that done. Pool is ready. I also did the electric, okay? I'm doing the electric now. See, when you are doing things how I'm doing it, and you are, like I said, doing it step by step, the advantage of that is that, for me, in my case, I'm not kicking out a whole lot of money at once. Okay, for an example, my builder charged me just to do that step in the pool process, $1,600. So he works with me. I told him, look, I'll give you a certain amount and then I'll give you the next. So that's basically what I did. I gave him $600 to start, and then once the job is completed, I gave him the remaining balance, which is $1,000. Okay, and the same thing with the electric. Just to give you guys an idea, my house is on the mountain. Okay, so I had to have the electric company come out and install the utility pole. Okay, so that ran me about 3,000 pesos. It's approximately, I think it's about 75 or 70, around $70. It cost me for them to come out and install the pole. Okay. Now, after I did that, I had to have the cables. I I had to have them, bring the cable from where the pole was, which is down the mountain, all the way up to the mountain where my house is. So that cost me, let me see. Well, the labor for that cost me uh, 12,000 pesos. It cost me 12,000 pesos for them to do the labor to run the line from down the mountain up to my crib. Okay, so now, guys, I officially have power. I got power. So I did that. That cost me 12,000 pesos. I'm sorry. And then for the electrical wire, for the cables to, because that cost, guys. So I paid for the cables. I paid 50 pesos per feet. Okay, I paid 50 pesos per feet. I needed 2,000 square feet. Okay, so that cost me, I forgot exactly. So if you times 50 times 2,000, I'm bad at math. 50 times 2,000 is over a little over 100,000 pesos. Okay, yeah. So that it cost me about 1,500 just for the cable, guys. Just for the cable, which is very expensive. And if you go to the Ferreteria to buy the cable, it's going to cost you a little bit more money. Just so you guys know. In my case, I paid a little less only because my partner's Dominican. So he managed to get, to cut the cost on that. Otherwise, I'd have been paying a little bit more. Yeah, I'd have been paying a little bit more. So that kind of just gives you an idea of how much, if you need to have a cable line run from, wherever you're living up to your crib, okay? Just to give you an idea. So once that's done, and I haven't paid him, well, I haven't paid him that yet. They doing all of this on consignment, which is, I'm blessed to be able to have people that, that trust me enough to do the work without me having to pay for it, in full. You know what I mean? So I owe them, that money. So I plan on paying them next week, and then giving them half next week, and then giving them the other half after that. So once I'm done completing that, see what I try to do, guys, I try to do one thing at a time. You know what I mean? Try to complete one thing at a time. That way I'm not exhausted myself trying to do everything. You know what I mean? So once I finish paying them for running that cable to my house, I'm going to be working on the installation of the wiring of the electric, installing the recessed lights and all of that. The electrician hasn't given me an estimate on that as of yet, but that will be the next thing that I do. Okay, you live in the DR. Not currently. I'm living in the United States, but I'm building my house in the DR. So I'm giving myself 2 years, a year and a half, to be living out there full time. I'm actually in transition now, putting all my ducks in a row so that when I do make that transition, I'm not looking back. I'm not looking back because I want to live in Las Terrenas. Okay, I've been to Samaná. I've never been to Las Terrenas. My experience in Samaná, though, it's nice, it's relaxed, it's calm. However, it's just not. It wasn't for me. I hear Las Terrenas is beautiful, man. I haven't been, but I hear it's beautiful. But my experience in Samaná was nice. It's one of those places, you take your girl or your wife or your mate or whatever for a weekend getaway, and just enjoy. But do they have much to offer? And maybe I didn't do a lot of, searching to see, how hard is it to get citizenship? I actually did a video on obtaining citizenship. Well, first off, before you get citizenship, you have to get a permanent residency card. You have to get established residency. Once you establish residency, then you can go ahead and apply for citizenship. But if you want to check that out, you can. I made a video of how to obtain a Dominican residency in Dominican Republic, so that can kind of help you along your process. All right. But yeah, guys. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm like, I just can't believe that. Damn, I mean, I'm almost there. Well, with the first level anyway. Sharonda Checo, what's going on, guys? I got 10 of y'all in here. I'm gonna need y'all to hit the like, hit the share, and subscribe, guys. Please, if you guys don't know where the like button is, it's those three dots in your up right hand corner. Just hit the three dots, and then that allows you to hit the like. So I appreciate you guys on, and please hit that like, hit that like, hit that like. So yeah, guys, yeah. So pretty much that's where I'm at. And once I'm done with the electric, then of course I'll do the plumbing, etc., etc. Now, in terms of the plumbing, I haven't gotten a course on the plumbing, but I did buy my vanity for the master suite, toilet, sink, etc. I bought all of that stuff. Ideally, I like to stay in my place while I'm there, but my homeboy said, Jay, nah, I'm gonna pay for an Airbnb. We're gonna stay at an Airbnb, and that way, if you want to go back and forth to your place, you can do that. He's suggests he's like, that's what he want to do. I'm like, all right, you paying for it, fine. But ideally, I like to be at my place. You know what I mean? And just getting adjusted to being in my crib. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I am. And then also, what I planned on doing. Let me read this comment. Kaylin Lawson, you think it's better to buy a house in the DR or build one? Everybody asks me that question, and my answer to that is, I think it's better that you build your own crib. Only because, when you're buying a home in DR, you better do your research on that home and make sure that it was constructed by a reputable contractor, okay? Because you don't want to have issues in the long run. It's different. Here it's different in DR opposed to the States, where you hire an inspector to come out and they inspect the property and make sure that there's no cracks in the foundation, making sure that you're not having the house doesn't have any issues. But I always say it's better to construct your own home. That way you're customizing it the way you want. When you're buying a home already built, that's somebody else's idea. Somebody else's, that's their idea. But when you're doing it yourself, you're putting your ideas into it. You're customizing it the way you want. And you're pretty much seeing your reality come to life, man. Yeah. So I always say go that route. However, I was just talking to, as I mentioned to you guys, my friend is booking an Airbnb, and that's another thing. And for those of you guys who travel to DR a lot, I don't want to go out of topic, but for those of you guys who travel to DR a lot, I would say try to book the same Airbnb, because once you do that, you're building a relationship with the host. And now, like in my case, the last Airbnb I stayed at, I went on there, seen if it was available. I contacted the host, directly, and I said, yo, I see that, you have availability for the dates that I'm going down. Could I just book to you directly? And it saved me a little over $100 to book with them directly, opposed to, booking it on Airbnb. And it's a win-win for me and for the host, only because, Airbnbs, when you're hosting on Airbnb, people don't know that they charge they charge about 30% of the profit. So keep that in mind for those of you guys who are looking to book Airbnbs and looking to host Airbnbs. A lot of people don't realize the cost of doing an Airbnb. It's a lot of Airbnb takes 30% of whatever you're charging. Just keep that in mind. And this is one of the reasons why I said, even if I were to go that route, doing Airbnbs, for me it's a headache. And I tell people all the time, if you're looking to do that, you have to have boots on the ground. You have to have boots on the ground to manage your Airbnb. And if you are hiring somebody to manage it, that could be costly too. On top of paying Airbnb, they're 30% of what they're asking. Yeah. Really appreciate your answers. Definitely going to give you a sub. I appreciate you, Colin Lawson. And I'll be out there August. So I got a lot of content for you guys. there's a lot of viewers of mine who are building, and I'm going to be doing some content of their builds as well, so that you guys can kind of get an idea how you want, your house constructed if you're looking to go that route. I tell people all the time, like in my construction, there are things that I did miss. And this is why I advise people to go on YouTube, look at homes, so that and jot things down, so that when it comes time for you to do your construction, you're not missing all the bells and whistles. Like, so for me, it's like, okay, what I didn't do on the first level, I'm gonna do on the second level. Little small things that I missed. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, guys. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Hopefully, by the end of this coming week, the pool will be painted. That way, I can put out a nice video for you guys. I'm excited. It looks great. Some of my viewers have seen it. Those who have my number and follow me on WhatsApp, I usually post like, and that's for viewers, like those are like behind the scene footage. I release those footages on that content on the WhatsApp story. So a lot of my viewers done seen it already, and for those of you who haven't, you'll just have to wait until the ending of this coming week for me to put out that content for you guys. But as I said, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. And is there anything else that I want to share with you guys before I close out? Because this was just pretty random. Anything else? I guess that's pretty much it, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was talking to the host that I'm going to be booking the Airbnb with next week. The wife is Dominican and the husband is Italiano, and I love their Airbnb. I love what they're doing. I love how they did it. They're pretty much doing it the same way I did, and I advise people who, Magullian, what's going on, my dude? Shout out to my boy Magullian. I always appreciate your support, bro. Always. Hopefully when I get down there, man, we can meet up in person. That'd be nice. There's a few of my viewers, man, that always show me love, and I appreciate that. I really do. But what I was saying about the Airbnb, the way they're doing it is the same way I'm doing it, and it's cost effective. I mean, yeah, like I said in my previous video, when you're doing it phase by phase, you do end up spending a little bit more, only because there's no telling when the price of materials are gonna go up. You in Long Island? Okay. Are you from Long Island? Because, bro, I'm from Long Island. What part of Long Island you in? That's crazy. You said Long Island. Yeah, when you're building phase by phase, you have to expect that prices will go up over time. It's happened to me. I'm 2 years and 2 months into my project, and I've seen, inflation go up in terms of like the cost of materials. Okay. And talking to the host today, I had a conversation with him, and he was telling me, he said, man, yo, the price of work, for labor has gone up. He's like, it has gone up. And I told him, I said, I know. And people, I have said that, a number of times, people thinking that labor is cheap in Dominican Republic. It's cheap in comparison to here in the States, but it has gotten expensive. And he told me, because he's doing, this host, they're doing two buildings. Okay, it's the way it's set up. I just love the way they design their home. But he told me, he said, when we get started with the next floor, I'm predicting that I'm going to be paying about 40 to 50% more in labor. And I'm telling you guys this so that when you do decide to hire somebody, I don't want you guys to say, oh no, they're beating me in the head, they're trying to get over. No. Across the board, labor has gone up in Dominican Republic. I'm from Jackson Heights, Queens. Originally, I'm out in Suffolk. I'm from Suffolk County, bro. I'm from CI, Central Islip. Been living in Brooklyn for over 10 years now. Gotta go. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Peace out. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate your support, my dude. But yeah, so you guys can expect the price of labor to go up, which it already has gone up. All right. So I just want to put that out there. It's unfortunate, but times are changing now. Times are definitely changing. And for those of you who can't afford to build in Dominican Republic that wanted to, you might need to start, doing your research and looking at other places, because it has gotten expensive, man. It really has. And I tell my viewers all the time, I'm glad that I started when I did, because now I avoided the inflation prices on the materials. But at the same time, I still got a whole nother level to build in my crib. So I'm just like, damn, I'm like, I don't want to have to pay a whole lot of money on labor, but once he told me he's predicting him having to pay 40 to 50% more what he's paying now, I'm the same thing's gonna happen to me. I'm almost for certain, and this is why, when I go down there in August, I'm really trying to have all the money that I need to buy the materials for the top level. Okay, because once I buy that, I can hire some staff to just go ahead and start doing the block work. Yeah, just hire them to do the block work, and once that's done, I'll do the roof, and then have them start doing the is it pañete? Yeah, the pañete, to smoothing out the bricks pretty much. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is, man. I'm just right now. I'm just pacing myself, guys. I'm pacing myself, and you should be pacing. Y'all should be pacing yourselves too. Okay, y'all should definitely be pacing yourselves. Otherwise, you get overwhelmed. This whole construction shit is not easy, man. It's not easy, especially when you're somebody that's doing it by yourself. It's not a walk in the park, okay? Especially if you ain't got, the right people behind you. Because once, it's unfortunate, guys, but no matter who you hire to do your work, do your construction, you got to really worry about them getting over. Because it happens. It happens. And even if you are one of those people like, I'm going to be there every day to monitor what's going on the site. If you're not knowledgeable about construction, how do you know whether or not they are skimping on the cement, when it comes to doing your roof? And then you end up a few years down the line, your roof ends up collapsing on you. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to avoid, being scammed, it's better you have a local, somebody that you can trust, somebody that's experienced and knowledgeable in construction, so that they know exactly what's going on. Okay? Yeah. Because they can get over you right in front of you, and you wouldn't even know it until you think your house is ready. And then, as I said, a few years down the line, you end up having all kinds of problems with your foundation and roof and so on and so on. I've heard stories. I've seen it happen to people. Trust me, and this is why I'm cautious when it comes to that, and I always try to advise you guys to be cautious as well. Yeah. But guys, I'm about to end this live. I'm 23 minutes in. It's 6 of y'all on. Don't forget to hit the like, the share, subscribe. Be sure to tune in this coming week towards the ending of the week. And for those of you guys who don't, have brain fart. For those of you guys who don't know where the notification bell is, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I'm uploading content. Because for some reason, a lot of you is like, yo, I never know when you're on. Well, you got to make sure you hit that notification bell so that, they'll alert you when I'm going live or when I'm uploading content or whatever. All right. So yeah, guys, I appreciate all the love and support. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the share, and hit the subscribe. Until next time, guys, I'll be talking to y'all soon. Y'all stay easy out there, and happy Memorial Day. Don't eat too much. Until then, guys, I'll be talking.